in Revelation 10, chapter 10, verse 10, well, we could say 9 and 10, John eats a little scroll from an angel whose feet are like pillars of fire. He has one right foot on the sea, his left foot on the land, and he comes down from heaven with a rainbow above his head. It's all of these graphics, and he's holding a little book in his hand, a little scroll. And he tells John to come over and eat it. He says, but when you do, it's going to taste like honey in your mouth, but the moment it hits your stomach, it's going to be bitter. It's going to be sour. So John goes over, takes the scroll, eats it. And he says himself in verse 10, it tastes sweet as honey in my mouth, but when it hit my stomach, it was bitter. What does this mean? Well, according to the scriptures, angels are just mere spirits that are sent to all of those who are going to inherit salvation. What is that in a nutshell in today's applicable world? Salvation comes from the root word salvage. Salvage is to pull things together, to take broken pieces and make one whole piece out of it. It's like a person that uses scraps from different meals to make one big meal, put it all in the pot. That's salvation. To salvage, to gather, to be resourceful. Who's resourceful? The energy that brings resourcefulness is what you can consider an angel in today's applicable everyday 3D world. And this is taking all of the religiosity out of it, just applicable. You can apply that right there. So, but what this dichotomy is between something tasting sweet but hitting your stomach is this phrase right here. It's easier said than done. Yeah, it's easier said than done. That's it right there, because it's easy to say, so that is synonymous with it being sweet as honey. That is allegorical to it, analogous to it. Being sweet like honey is easy to say. Like practice makes perfect. That's as sweet as honey on the mouth because it's easy to say. All I have to do is practice and I'll be perfect. Practice makes perfect. That's all I need right there. One instruction, just practice and I'll be perfect. All I got to do is practice. Just practice, nothing else. Just practice and I'll be perfect. Yes, that's what we're saying. Sounds sweet. But when it comes down to put the work in, when you don't feel like it, when you ain't up to it, when you want to procrastinate, when your favorite show is on, when you're being texted, when you're being called, when there's a show on Netflix, when there's a show on Hulu, when there's something to watch, when the new game is on, when the new game is out, when a new movie is out, when it's payday and you want to stop by the restaurant first or you want to stop by the bar first, yeah, practice makes perfect. This is when it becomes bitter in the stomach, when you start putting it off, when you don't practice what you preach. That's what it means to eat something that's sweet on the mouth but bitter in the tummy. On the inside, you can't digest it. It sounds good, but you can't really apply it, so you can't digest it. It's hitting you bitter on the inside. You saying it, but you faking the funk. You ain't really about what you saying. This is what it means, though, to have something be sweet as honey on the lips, but be bitter when it hits the belly. What you want is for something to be sweet to the taste and soothing, nourishing to the belly, fulfilling to the belly. That's what you want. But this only happens, though, if you're willing to, check this out, embody the information. Because where's the stomach? It's in body, deeper in body. So you got to embody this, or else what it's going to do? No matter how sweet it sounds, no matter how easy it is to quote, no matter how happy it makes you when you say it or hear it said, if you're not following it, it's going to hit you like poison.